Percocet, Miley Percocet, Percocet, Miley Percocet, represent, gotta represent, chase a chick, never chase a.
Hey, what's up, everybody? I'm Kiera.
This is Leah.
This is Solo.
And you're listening to He Said, We Said. Happy Sunday. It's a beautiful day.
It is a great day.
Yes.
Oh, man.
I got to work out in. Sorry.
Yes.
Did you?
Same page. Yes, that's what I was about to say. I'm excited because I actually got a workout in. I forced it in this morning. Got my 5K. I'm excited.
That's good.
Okay.
Yes, it took a while, but it's okay. I'm getting better.
That's good. Did you stop at any point?
Yeah, I was on the treadmill. It was so easy just to be like, this pace a little bit too much.
Yeah.
I feel that.
I'll say I think I only stopped 3 times.
Wait,
That's not bad.
When you say stop, you mean like go down to like 1 and was walking?
No, the first time I paused to stretch. So I stretched at the first mile. So I'll say I was proud of myself for making it there.
Mm-hmm.
And then after that, I was getting a little tired.
Okay.
And so I counted when I bring it down to like 3 to walk. So,
Yeah.
That's not bad.
yeah, but I was tired.
I will get back on it tomorrow.
All right.
Get back on it tomorrow. So
Yeah, I kind of slacked this week, but one of them days I was just over the day. And when I tell you I got out the car and just started running.
Wait. Come
Like
on,
I said,
stress
fuck the
relief.
stretch. I was just like, fuck it. And I just ran. And
Not at the park, in the neighborhood.
At the park.
Oh,
No.
okay.
I literally see you
No.
pulling up to the house.
Usually I get to the park, I might stretch, walk a little, then I start running. But I just was so over the day and was like, fuck this run. And I just ran. And it was raining. Like a little drizzling or what. I was just like.
That's all it
That's
takes
enough
for me to
not
go.
go.
That's all it takes.
I was just,
You
just
talking about
in them
slacking.
zones. One of those
That's
zones.
pretty big. Y'all
Because
are good.
Tuesday I said fuck it, and I haven't done anything today. So
Okay.
Well, I know for myself personally, I never stretch before I run. So maybe maybe I should start. I just run.
All right now.
I feel like
30.
Man, yes,
Solomon is
yes,
funny.
yes.
But last week, so today was harder for me, because sometimes if I'm just doing like my longer runs, sometimes I don't stretch as long as what I normally do. But today I was super, super tight because I had a lot of leg workouts last week. So my legs were not happy. But normally, I feel like if you are kind of just running, you can get away with it.
I don't know,
Yeah.
man. I got to stretch before I do anything.
Really?
Yeah.
I can tell you the last time I really stretched. I mean, I do Pilates, so I'll get a stretch in with that. But I definitely don't stretch before I run or work out.
And then my doctor's, she's like, okay, you're low on vitamin D. You need to start taking some vitamins, like multivitamins. And boy, when I tell you I got some energy now.
Oh, really?
Yes. Like you
I
don't
be
take
thinking they lying to
multivitamins?
me.
Man, I do. But then I was just like, I am getting through this run. Like,
I do, but I take vitamins though.
oh no, I wasn't for a minute. I was just like,
stopped. I need to get
you
back at
just
it.
one of those things you
tired.
just forget to buy at the grocery store. But
I have them at the house. I just don't be taking. Like I forget to take it, and then like I'll think about it. I'm like, ooh, I don't want this to mess up my breakfast. So let me.
because you gotta eat. Yeah.
So the multivitamins, this is the last thing I know we drank, but multivitamins, I hate the like pill versions, like for women or whatever. They really mess up my stomach. So I have to. I'm a child. I have to
you
get
had the gummies?
I have
Gummies,
to get
yeah.
the
Give me them gummies,
yeah.
man.
I
had
have
the gummies as
to
well.
because the multivitamins, like the real big ones,
Them big
they're
horse
too
pills,
much. Yeah. It's too much for me. So I'll say vitamin D is the only like pill I take.
Okay. Well, we're gonna get right into it. Stuff that happened this week. Now look, y'all, I'm a little ignorant. I don't know all the Supreme Court justices. All right. I got Sotomayor.
Let's not start.
Clarence Thomas.
Oh, we got
Kavanaugh.
Solomon here.
What was that,
Kavanaugh. Amy.
Who was the?
Was that the new girl?
Amy is the new girl.
Okay, we got about
Chief
5
Justice
others up in
Roberts.
that thing, right?
Oh, it's a Roberts.
Chief Justice, huh?
Okay.
And I'm not one to know. Huh?
What was that?
Come on, DC. Kagan.
Thank you. We have our own
Kagan.
in-house counsel today.
Yes.
Yes.
So,
okay.
Kagan
Clarence
is-
Thomas.
He's
Did you say
still there? Oh, I think
said
we
that.
counted him.
Okay, my bad.
I think he's probably the first one I would know.
So we got a Supreme Court justice that has announced that he's going to retire.
Okay.
He is a Democrat. This is working out in the party's favor because you know, we need to make sure that we get somebody in there that is younger, right? So Biden has announced that it will be a Black woman.
Oh, he did that too?
So he did
He
say.
did. He did say
I
that.
thought he was
He
like
trying to
hinting,
save
but I didn't know
his-
he was like.
I mean, I don't know if it was a hint or a confirmation, but he did acknowledge that she will be the first Black woman or something
I need
like
to get that
Yeah.
Georgia. I need to get Georgia again. You know what I'm saying?
Look,
Hey, you got to do something. That's probably what happened. I mean, first off, didn't they kind of low-key force him to do this? Like, look, we all know what's coming.
Mhm.
We gonna have to ask you to sit down soon.
yeah.
Today, I meant.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
So-
Honestly, everybody enjoy these next, 10, 11 months, because come November,
It's already time to get ramped up for election.
oh, yeah, it's that
Yeah.
time.
It seems like time has just stood still. But you know what I think is going to happen? I think he's, because he put off the student loans until what, September or
oh, he
June?
gonna put up
May.
the loans and
He did
He
another
go-
one until September. I thought it was just May.
May or June. Sorry.
Okay.
But I think when it comes back time around the election, he's probably gonna. Maybe he'll give the 10,000. I don't know. He's gonna do something with them to entice us to want to vote.
But the
for
thing
him.
that's
He'll have to
gonna
do it in
suck.
April.
The thing that sucks is like, is it really gonna be a thing that he's just dangling out here?
No, he can't make a promise. You can't make a promise, or at the very least, you need to prolong the pay period. But I feel like that'd be the bare minimum. You gotta come with something
I
substantial.
think I need to go ahead and make a decision. You either gonna do it or you're not.
At
Like,
this
Yeah.
point, like, what are we talking about? I need you
You either
to.
go-
What's your platform that you're gonna sell?
I
What are
don't
you
know.
selling?
Cause look, he was on the infrastructure, and you got bridges falling down left and right. One bridge fell
Yeah,
down that he
not
was
left
supposed to
and
make an
right.
appearance at. Like,
That's
Yes.
Pandemic is still pandemic.
okay.
look,
Okay.
You know,
it's a mess, and Kamala, she falling for all the baits left and right too.
Mhm.
I feel like there's a new soundbite from her anywhere you look at it. So
Oh, it's just not looking pretty, Joe.
it ain't looking
It's
good.
not.
It's not looking good.
Best
So
of luck.
but
Yeah.
we'll see who the Republicans trot out.
wait, who the Republicans?
Who they'll
Trot
trot
out?
out as in, in opposition.
In a couple years, he's talking.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah, well. Anyways, let's move on to some mess. All right. I don't know if y'all know who Tasha K is. Do y'all?
I did not
That's
know
the woman
before
with the
this.
wine.
Yeah,
She's
the
sipping her
wine.
little.
Come on.
She's
I've seen some videos. Not by my, design, but I happen to be in the room when some videos were
oh.
playing. What's up? Why y'all acting like y'all don't know her? Y'all don't know Tasha K? Stop.
Hold on.
Stop,
No,
stop,
wait,
stop,
wait,
stop,
wait.
stop,
That's not what we're saying. What
I
I'm
don't know if
saying
y'all can
is-
read between the lines
Who
of what's
is-
happening here.
Solomon.
I am somewhat familiar.
Okay.
No, I do not subscribe to the channel nor tune into the videos.
You've
I
been
just
in the
happen to
room
be
when it's been on by a
yes.
subscriber.
Yes.
All right.
Okay, we'll
Just
leave it at that.
that.
We will leave it at that. All right. So Tasha K, for y'all who don't know, she is, I guess, this new generation's Wendy Williams on a digital platform, essentially. So she gossips about celebrities. She also has I don't know if she has a wine deal or what, but her platform supports a lot of wines. And she has been killing the game. I think she had very humble beginnings, and she's been able to transform her career into being a pretty relevant source in the digital world, specifically YouTube. So anyway, she had been making a lot of claims about Cardi B throughout the years. I won't repeat them all, but it turns out that she lied about quite a bit of it. And so anyways, Cardi B filed a suit against Tasha K and her production company, and she won a little under $4 million.
So even more context there, wasn't she sending her notices similar to everyone remembers when Cardi was telling the Shade Room yo, stop talking about
Yes.
me. Just
Oh,
cease
so she's cease and desist.
yes. And so she had been doing that, and then Homegirl just ignored it.
Yes.
And that is kind of what led to it. It wasn't just all of a sudden she hit her with the suit, is the way that I kind of interpreted it.
Yes.
So
You are correct in that.
20 on 10, where she just was still just nah, I'm not stopping. She probably must have got a lot of hits on that Cardi stuff she was saying.
So it was proven that these things that she was saying were in fact like false, or was she just misinformed?
Testified that she lied about the stuff, that she made it up.
I thought her husband was involved too. Where
What's she be knowing?
You're talking about Tasha's husband?
Yeah.
He is, if I'm not mistaken, he runs a lot of the stuff. So because she sued Tasha in a production company, that's where the husband gets dragged in.
Yeah, and he like admitted. Wasn't he the one that admitted to like
fabricating
this stuff isn't true?
I'm sure, yeah. It's a mess, and she's been doubling down. So like after all this has been said and done, Tasha has been making more videos, and I'm sure she'll try to capitalize off of this. I mean, I will say I have seen a few of Tasha's videos. Production wise, it's on point. Like it looks good. It looks really, really good. Content wise, but she's making a lot of money.
Yeah.
So I don't know how much her net is, but I know that YouTube money runs pretty long. And then on top of the sponsors and all that other stuff. So I'm sure she'll be fine. But it did kind of serve, I guess, as like a cautionary tale for all the other gossip sites and outlets out there to be careful with what you report. So,
double check that info.
All of that. All right, so let's move on to something that's been getting a bit of buzz. It's over the death of a young woman, by the name of Lauren Smith Fields. She was found dead in, I don't know if it was her apartment or someone else's apartment, but this was after her having a date with the guy that she met on Bumble. So the family has been really trying to get answers on this. The investigation has been faulty in regards to finding out what exactly happened with her dying. The coroner did rule her death as an accidental overdose, but people are saying that this can't be true, or that the guy that she was with may have drugged her, et cetera, et cetera. So
yeah, and I think her family was trying to get information regarding the investigation, and every time that they would call, they were like, oh, we're not doing anything, or they didn't have anything. It just seemed like they just weren't trying to get to the bottom of it. So that kind of sparked social media to do what social media does. And
it's really sad that we're at that point. So I do think it was her apartment, right? And they had found additional like pills or some other things there. And it's like, wait a second. So y'all said that y'all did an investigation, didn't find anything except accidental. So it's almost as if their investigation said that she did all of these things. Like she was doing drugs or she was doing this and that, potentially or potentially not, after her date is what they would have to be saying, right?
Yeah.
Because they're like, oh yeah, we interviewed the guy, like it wasn't him. She was just taking drugs.
Yeah.
That's almost how it feels like, maybe we saw that, but they didn't really pick anything up. It seemed like they kind of one and done it, walked in, walked out and said, oops, it was an accident. This is what it looks like, and let it go. So it's sad that social media has to like keep highlighting stuff, because we've been talking, social media has been talking about this case for maybe 3 or 4 weeks before now it's starting to actually kind of like people are gearing up and looking into the investigation. And that doesn't make any sense.
Yeah. And it seems like they're kind of trying to play a narrative as well, saying, I know a big uproar on social media was the photos that they were using and even the headlines that they were using, trying to make it seem like she was just this loose, promiscuous, individual. And here's this
upstanding engineer
white
who was he like 34, 35? And
so it's definitely some work being done as far as the media portraying the narrative. So
even with the pictures they're using, like
she was in the bikini on the boat.
Yeah.
I was like, did they go on a yacht? That was the first thing. I was like,
no,
this
so
is just a regular in the city
They searched
date
for that one, and it was just like, okay, that was the only picture y'all could find.
And his picture is him like on vacation
in the mountains or something, or he was outdoors somewhere.
Yes,
that's why I was like, did they go away or something? This was just a regular ass Bumble date.
Yeah, I think so. And all the pictures they could use of her, they chose that one.
Has the family got Benjamin Crump on it?
I don't know if he is now tied with this, but I did see that they have an attorney.
Okay.
It was not, I don't even think he was black, if I'm not mistaken. So.
As long as justice is carried out.
I hope so. I hope they can just look into this. I hate unsolved things like this. Yes.
Murders.
Unsolved murders.
Yeah,
yes.
definitely.
Where's the DNA?
Listen, I watch too much.
You know, a hair follicle, something. There's something in that apartment.
Yeah.
You know?
Who's going
Well, they
in?
did find a condom in the apartment that the investigators did not confiscate, but I don't know if it was used or not. So I think it's probably implied since he was there. Well, I don't know. I don't want to speculate, but let's go ahead and move on to some other, I guess, maybe unfortunate news. Chris Brown is being sued for rape.
Yes. So apparently someone filed a lawsuit this past week. I guess they're alleging that, you know, he had come in contact with her, some inappropriate conduct, I think, to the point of rape, but I think she's coming after her for about $20 million. There's even there's even mention of Diddy somehow being involved.
Was it his party? Because they like to do that.
Something like that, yeah.
Not they like to do that, but when I hear these stories, but when I hear the stories about
Diddy's
something,
always somewhere in the mix.
Parties.
Diddy is,
so the Trey Songz allegations, homegirl was saying something about it was like at Diddy's party too. I don't remember which allegation because, you know, Trey Songz has a few.
You know, the Shine thing that was at Diddy?
Was it?
Or were they at a...
I don't remember. It was someone like that he met at Diddy's party and they left or something like that. And it was just like, dang, man, this party must be wild.
Stop partying. Like, you need to stop.
Yeah.
I mean, how old?
Who, Diddy?
Yeah.
50 something.
Diddy is probably like, look, I ain't in the mess. I'm at the party.
No.
What they choose to do, I don't know.
I mean, it's unfortunate. Just another celebrity, just like Trey Songz. I mean, these things are starting to come to light. So, I mean, are we going to get to that point where Chris Brown?
I will say that at the, you know, very least, Chris Brown has already come out and said the girl's lying. So we'll see how that goes.
Okay.
Whereas I think Trey Songz has been pretty quiet. I don't know if he said anything, but again, his team probably is like, listen, you talk a lot after these come up. Let us handle it. Chris Brown has already said like, look, this is
a first for him, right?
I don't know if this is the first because I know he had something else was like at his house. Like Chris Brown had
somebody
a party.
tried to break into his house, like a fan or something.
Yeah. He had some weird stuff at his house too.
I feel like he has had somebody allege maybe that he abused them. I don't remember if it was sexual, but I do remember some time ago there was some other thing that kind of came and disappeared. I don't know. I feel like Chris Brown at this point, he'll be fine. His fans support him through beating up women. So, and you know, other stuff that he's been alleged to do. So at this point in time, I'm sure they will just say, you know, all these women lying on my baby or whatever the thing is.
What's the normal thing? Not normal. What's the thing they normally say? Oh, why would Chris Brown need to rape somebody?
That's the one. That is the one.
So yeah, I'm sure that's the mentality at this point.
Yeah. Okay. Well, let's transition into some good stuff. All right. We're going to talk about the Super Bowl. Okay. Well, first we'll acknowledge that Tom Brady retired. So I know that's your guy.
Is it?
You know.
I did not know that.
So I will say I attribute my respect for Tom Brady because when I first started watching football, the man was on top. Like it was probably his first or second season when I would have started watching football, fourth grade or something. So, you know, I accept that. I've been called a fair weather fan by my father and brother all my life. That's what it is. But I was watching like his top 12 moments today while I'm on the treadmill or whatever. I'm like, this man, I gotta respect it. Like it felt sentimental. 22 seasons, what we doing? Boy's not putting up numbers like him.
Shout out to him.
And to be doing it in the last season like he did. You know, he could have won a Super Bowl this year if things worked out.
That last play, like he came back. How many seconds did he score a touchdown? Like,
you mean in that Tampa Bay game?
Yeah, no.
Tampa Bay game. The
Tampa
versus Los Angeles Rams, LA.
Right. It was a very close game.
Yeah, that's one thing about Brady. He will not get embarrassed
like
in the playoffs. Like anytime it's a big game, he's going to ball. And
I'm going to do my job.
They may not win, but he's going to put you in a position where they're going to have a shot at winning. And so we're going to miss that. I never was a huge Tom Brady fan, but, you know, I got to respect the greatness. 7 rings. I won't argue with anybody who says he's the greatest football player. You can have it.
Just
I don't
the
think
accolades.
We'll see 7 beat anytime soon.
Yeah. Wow. Well, I was introduced to Tom Brady through his wife, Giselle. So shout out to Giselle. I'm sure she is happy now that she's been wanting him to retire.
I am sure.
So,
You were saying she was
yes.
the one that leaked the news.
She may have been. She's fed up.
But it's like you're 45. Like, go.
It's time to raise the
What
family.
was the
Go be
last?
the dad.
He
Go
just
be
got
the
something,
dad.
and maybe that was his mark. Maybe that was the thing where it was like the compromise. Like, look, I'm trying to be. It was like all time
He did
passing
break
leader,
some record this year.
like all
I'm
time
just
passing
saying.
leader, or something like that. It's like, look, let me secure this.
But my thing is, after so long, doesn't it just get like, okay,
Not if
Doesn't
you
it get
love the
boring?
sport. Like,
it's like, oh, another ring.
You know,
another
maybe I
ring.
just can't relate, right? Like I don't
maybe
have a
I can't
sport.
relate.
I don't have a thing that I am just
Yeah.
like so engulfed with, so in love with. Like just watching that meant
To be doing that for 30 years
Okay,
or
so
however long
probably
you've been
40.
doing it.
Listen.
39, whatever.
However,
He's a
it's just
child.
like-
Homeboy, he has a really good story though. He was what last
story.
round pick. Like watching his
Sixth
40,
round,
watching his 40
200
run.
and
He was
something.
he looked like he was gonna
He
be
looked
a
like he
trash.
wasn't gonna be shit.
Right? If you could watch that 40 clip, he's like stumbling
Yeah.
out. Like it's not
Then he
good
went,
at
then
all.
he went from like game manager to okay, competent starter to like, okay, he's
right.
one of the best. And then like they kind of changed the way people played the game, you know, like pre-snap reads and being able to diagnose what the defense. Yeah.
Yes.
He changed the game.
Okay.
He did. I mean, it was just a lot. So they had Brewski talking about him this morning. So it was great. It was cute.
Yeah, him and Kobe, that mentality to
Yeah.
that work ethic to just work on your craft, and I ain't got that.
I
I'm
think
sorry.
depending on what it is, I might be able to. But when you have other factors like work and, you know, whatever else, you can't really focus
Man.
as easily on that one thing.
But that's what they did.
Well-
but then Kobe's able to do shit like play the piano, fly helicopters, and speak French. I'm like, what the fuck? No, Italian. I'm like,
Man.
how are
he
you
lives in
so
Italy, right?
good?
Or-
Yeah, but damn. And then you spend all that time on that. Like, I'd be okay with you being a good ass basketball player, football player, and that's it. But damn,
when you're good at all the other stuff.
I barely got time to work
Baby,
out.
ain't fair.
Baby ain't fair. Kobe
ain't.
had it.
It ain't.
Man, okay, so now Super Bowl talk.
Super
We
Bowl.
have a halftime performance by yours truly, Eminem, Kendrick Lamar, Snoop Dogg, Mary J. Blige, and am I forgetting somebody
Dr.
else?
Dre.
I always forget about him. He's
Dr. Dre. You said who?
Dr.
Dr.
Dre.
Dre.
Yes,
He's
yes.
the main guy.
Oh,
Why?
wow.
But you know what?
He's
let
the
me-
one that ties everybody else together.
I'm
Okay.
going to. You know what? This is
has
going to
to-
actually make me think about something. We're talking about this because Mary J. Blige is only given one song to perform at the Super Bowl, and everyone's been trying to figure out what song it's going to be. I think it'll be Family Affair.
That's what I think.
Did Dr. Dre produce that?
Yes.
There we go.
But what I hope,
I know it
Now-
ain't real love.
I mean, of course I would hope, no, real love. No,
What are you
no.
thinking?
I would love something off of Share My World or maybe My Life. Hell, I'd even hear,
Okay. But like nothing sad. What we
It would have to be upbeat, and she doesn't
Yeah.
have a lot. I could see Just Fine
Just-
as a
no.
backup.
just fine. Okay, so here's the thing.
Love
I
is
might
all we
not-
need.
I don't want to hear
Or
just
I Can Love
fine.
You.
Doing that.
I
Can
don't want to
Love
hear
You.
just fine, but people it's
It was kind of
that should have
crossover,
been the
kind of.
Yeah, that
kind
should have
of.
been the cheesy like mainstream
Yeah.
shit.
I'm
So,
going down.
That's not happening at the
No,
Super Bowl,
it's
but
not
people would be
happening
like, if she did it, I'd be like, whoa.
That's when I'm going to get the nachos. I'm refilling my Coke at
Not
that
gonna
point.
cry.
I'm definitely asleep at that point or on my phone.
Bring the band out or something.
We at
Okay,
the
she's
Super Bowl.
doing
We
she's
gotta
doing
keep it
Family
up.
Affair.
She's
She's
definitely
doing
Family
fucking
Affair.
Family Affair.
Yeah.
That's gonna be it's for her. It's gonna be a fun time or whatever. So
Right. And Dr. Dre will be on stage the whole time. And
Lord.
when he's not rapping, he's going to be behind the keys or the
Yeah.
sound box or something like
Still
that.
Dre. Or
Oh.
fucking what's the Snoop Dogg song? Not Gin and Juice or
California Love. Is he on that song?
no, but Tupac. No. That's Tupac.
Snoop Dogg's
And-
not on
and-
California Love.
No, Snoop Dogg.
Okay.
But he could come out to that.
So Snoop is gonna be there too?
What's that song?
Next episode.
Okay, they're gonna do
That
that song.
song.
Yeah.
Snoop is coming? Did you say?
Yeah.
Okay, I missed
I think
that.
next episode is what they're going to come out to. I think that'll be it. And then the closing will be California Love.
I would be okay with that. I struggle thinking about some West Coast songs that I like.
But
I would be okay with those.
2 to the 3, Snoop Doggy Dogg.
I think he will do that as his solo.
Hold on, wait. So is everybody getting one song?
I don't know.
Because that would be not what I want to see.
We'll see. Mary, I assume she's only getting one song because they just seem to have thrown her up in that thing anyway. It's like, why?
Were there other women?
Eminem's gonna do Forgot About Dre, right? No.
Were there other women in the list?
Real Slim Shady.
That's why.
I feel like that's more commercial.
No.
Come on, you got to think about audience, right? So we talking Jay-Z. Jay-Z gonna try to, he want to put hip hop on, but he got to still appeal to the non-hip hop fans. So Eminem, I think.
Okay.
I mean, Forgot About Dre could be it, but I'm just thinking of like his biggest songs.
Yeah.
You know?
I just don't see Eminem going up there without I'm Slim Shady.
And then there'll be a whole bunch of Slim Shadys on the stage with him or in the
You know what I don't want to see?
This is not the MTV.
What I don't want to see is that
some blonde hair.
I don't want to
some blonde hair and wife beaters.
Is he gonna bring the blonde hair back?
Please don't.
Hey, Eminem.
I don't know, man.
Oh, what's it? Lose yourself in the
Oh, wait.
Child,
Look at us.
But see, all the more reason you should just
he may do that one.
He should have had 50 Cent in the club. That
actually
like
would have been
better
good.
fit than, but whatever. I guess you got to give everybody something to enjoy.
I'm gonna be optimistic on the halftime performance, but honestly, I'm just not. Shout out to my West Coast family. They
That was a
listening.
dope trailer that they had, video, the commercial for it.
Oh, I didn't see
like,
it.
Oh man,
I didn't see it.
No, send me that. Because I didn't even know Mary was on there. So
I think for the Californians watching, I think that they probably will enjoy it. I'd assume. Because, you know, they just already so far away and they got their own sound.
They are in their own world.
It's just,
like with New York, it's like at least you're surrounded by those other cities. Like California, y'all are.
that time difference does not help.
That time difference.
It does
nigga,
not
we sleep.
help.
Y'all are
Like,
getting off
wake
work or
up.
something.
yeah.
Wake up. The world is moving.
It's 10 o'clock
Yeah.
and you're still in bed over there. Come on, let's get it going.
Because I feel like us being an hour behind the East Coast is kind of just like, you
So what time
know,
the
if
Super
you
Bowl
wake up
start?
early, you know, you probably would. That's a good question.
2 p.m.
It better still be at 5 on my TV.
I know that's right. I know that's right. Y'all better not get it started at 5 y'all's time.
Listen, I am not, because it's already gonna be long. We already got the commercials.
It'll be midnight. It'll be over by midnight for
It's
East Coast.
already a late thing, and we normally no, please 5 Central, please.
Yeah.
But yeah, family affair.
What was the other option? Real Love.
She's not doing that shit. Diddy wouldn't let her do that.
Oh, damn, he got that much control over her?
Well, I mean, you know, this is Dr. Dre. You ain't about to use my shit.
I think it will be family affair.
I definitely can see that. Just trying to think if there's another option that's
It was so crossover.
Yes. That's what we said. My bad. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Last but not least, we have the Janet Jackson documentary that premiered over the weekend. We had technically 4 parts. They were advertising it as 2, but there were definitely 4 episodes.
Mm-hmm.
We got to see essentially from the beginning to the end.
Who produced it?
I don't know. I know that she was in control over it. Okay. So I don't know if she produced it or if her camp produced it, but it was brought to us via Lifetime.
Yeah.
Okay. That's what I was wondering too. So Lifetime really trying to get some of these documentaries.
That was a big move for them to get that.
I'm actually surprised that
Netflix or somebody would have
even the HBO.
Yeah.
I would have
Max,
thought that
somebody else probably
there.
would have tried too.
Yeah.
Or maybe something that Amazon would have tried to sneak.
Something. So maybe Lifetime is in their bag right now and they had the best offer, you know, I don't know.
Maybe it was the R. Kelly pitch. Like, look, this the viewers we got.
Yeah.
This the viewership we got, and they don't have to get a subscription.
Yeah, you're right. Well,
but I enjoyed it.
It was good. We watched it yesterday. It was good. It was really good. I did not realize that she has been in the industry as long as she's been.
Okay.
I kind of forget about, like, I know about Good Times and stuff, but I guess prior to Good Times, I forget that because her siblings are already, you know, big, that she kind of was pushed up there with them. Yeah.
Yeah, like she's been in the show biz since yay high, performing in Vegas. Like, I didn't know any of that. I just thought, hey, she's just been chilling with the brothers, got on good times, and then
from there,
yeah, just kind of just.
I can't wait to watch it.
But it makes sense.
What do you mean?
Because everybody tried to sing in that damn family.
Everybody.
Fucking body tried to sing, and it was just her turn. And you know what? Oh, she's actually good. And I think she really, because it's like, yeah, the Jackson family, the first family of pop or R&B or whatever you want to call it, but without her being able to, be that other cornerstone, it kind of just doesn't have the same legitimacy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, because she was so big and doing it for so long, to what some people would say rivals Michael's, as far as the body of work content and the longevity. So it's like you have two of those bookends, and then you got the Jackson shit in the middle.
Yeah.
Jermaine, you was somewhere over there.
Jermaine,
Reba had some.
Okay.
Latoya even performed. Like, everybody at least
did.
tried to do some shit. So
was it their thing, or you think it's like them kind of being like, okay, well, everybody else singing,
all my family doing some shit. Oh, you need me to play the bongos?
So not the daddy.
Well, I think it started organically. So like they were saying what Tito wanted to learn how to play the guitar. Got his ass beat when he broke the guitar. Then the daddy found out the nigga could, play. Mm-hmm. And then Michael, because they were the babies. So once Michael came in, it was like, okay, we really have something here. And so if you grow up in that house, it's 9 fucking kids. You damn right. They singing. I want to sing.
Right. The girl's like, wait a second.
I want to sing.
Right.
So I don't fault any of them for wanting to do anything, but
especially when that money come rolling in. If you grow up in an environment where you are poor, right? Y'all, you got
any 10, kind of way.
11 people living in a 2-bedroom, 600 square foot home. Yeah. Oh, you start seeing different, access to stuff, whatever. Yeah. Oh, I want a piece of that pie too.
Yeah.
Like, I can't just keep
that helps with the longevity too. It's like, I got this mentality like, okay, we here now. I can't go back to where I was.
And just to think about the countless hours of practice and work and all of that, like, you got to be mentally strong to do what they were able to do, Like, I even got a kick out of the story. She was like, I remember times Dad's coming home, so we act like we've been practicing all day. I was like, that's some shit I would do for sure.
Oh, especially in the beginning, like, oh, shit, he's here.
But I'm pretty sure, I think what it really was, they got their asses beat if they weren't performing. So,
or messing up too. So if you're scared of, getting the wrong note or whatever, and you know that
spin down. Marlon couldn't get the spin down, and so he beat his ass.
That's really sad when you think about it.
Man, I used to watch that fucking movie.
The American.
Shout out to Lawrence Hilton Jacobs, because he brought
Go
that.
to bed, Joseph.
Yeah.
I was thinking about that movie as y'all are talking about it. I'm thinking about that movie like, that was a staple. They played that movie so much. It was like 5 hours.
Any holiday, 4th of July, whatever. It's on all day.
That was the movie, man.
I don't know how
Jason
you did
Weaver,
it. My siblings loved it.
Jason Weaver playing
Michael.
Which Michael was
he? He played the middle
early.
Michael.
Wait, who played early Michael then?
It was a younger.
Because he had the young
so
Michael.
He played prime Michael.
He played Michael once they started going to Barry Gordy. And
Yeah. And then they had some other guy when looking at
which really wasn't bad. Shout out to Terrence Howard. Terrence Howard was in that bitch.
He played one of the brothers, right?
Maybe Jackie.
Okay.
I don't know.
I think I do remember this.
Terrence Howard looked like he would be in that
Jackson
movie in the back.
Yeah. If they do another Jackson-esque movie, I want Tia's husband to play one of the brothers. He looks like a Jackson to me.
Oh, he definitely could be Tito.
He could be Tito. He even has the mole, if I'm not mistaken. I think.
Maybe.
Yeah, he could. He's tall.
I want to see Corey in something.
Yeah, I like him. He seems
something
to be
notable. Let me not play the guy.
Right.
Yes.
Well, yeah. Anyways, it was good. Shout out to Janet. And I had to run a couple songs back.
Did you? I have yet to get in the Janet bag, but I need to run some.
And so the big thing that came from that boys are still talking about is the JD thing.
Yeah, Justin Timberlake and Jermaine Dupri, those two.
Oh, I did see tweets about Justin Timberlake, like, sorry, Janet, I
Where
don't
Janet was
forgive
like,
him.
Right.
I forgive him, leave him alone.
No,
And
not
they're
only
like,
did she do that,
no,
she actually had to be a couple days ago or a couple weeks ago, filmed a reaction. They plugged it in the documentary. They said January 2022 or
Yeah.
up in it. And
they were editing yesterday.
Yeah, she was in the writer's room or whatever and was just like, oh no, I don't like how this is looking. Let me go ahead and, put it out there that y'all need to let it go.
Yeah.
And then everybody responded, sorry.
Respectfully,
Yeah.
no.
No, he played you. So no.
Yeah.
But I just always think about that moment. Like, it happened so fast where, like, I missed it, but nobody else in the room missed it.
Talking
Like,
about
I was watching
the
it, but I
breasts.
was, yeah. Where it's
I
just
was
like, everybody was like, what's that?
Yeah, that's what it was. Huh? What? Was that a...
Yes.
It was like a red thing, huh?
It was so quick.
Yes, it was
happened
And then they, like,
so-
panned
Shout out
out
to
real quick.
whoever
Like,
was working it, because that would have been a thing where I was watching and like,
camera 2. Boom.
right. I would have missed it. Like,
Because
Yeah.
didn't she like
Right.
cover too? Yeah.
But it kind of looked like she was playing...
Into
You
it.
couldn't tell if it was...
right.
She was, selling it like
And
a
they
performer would
still
have to.
Didn't say in the documentary whether or not it was intentional or not.
Like, was
Well,
he
she said
supposed to just show the red piece?
Right,
Or
'cause that-
He was
was it?
definitely
was the
supposed
narrative.
to peel the shit off, right? We can agree on that. But
yes, but the argument is, did they intentionally, like, they said it was a wardrobe malfunction after the fact, right? But like, was it really a wardrobe malfunction? Or
where she's supposed to, like,
like they're doing it and it's like all a reaction, but it's supposed to be shock value, but like it didn't go the way that they thought it was gonna go. And so at that point you can say
they were trying to clean it up, and
we don't know, but they've
Maybe.
never really confirmed that bit, like she didn't even say like, yeah, it was just supposed to be that and it was just had my red bustier underneath, like that was never talked about. It was just like the fact that it happened and then the aftermath.
maybe she feels like us saying it was a wardrobe malfunction, like that should be good enough for y'all.
I just hate it just got blown out of proportion, especially when you think about where we are today and the things that get shown on TV. Or hell, Lil' Kim, remember when Diana?
when she found out.
Yeah, like, I
Yeah.
don't know, just different times. But it doesn't seem that long ago.
It was almost 20 years ago though,
Yes.
so it was definitely a long time ago. Today's kids,
But you would have thought it was like
We'll never know.
Uncle Luke time period, the way that they were coming for it,
Yeah.
But yeah, I feel you.
I think when I think about like how far we have come in the last 15 or so years.
Yes, that's so crazy. I just
Yeah.
need to know, I wonder what it'll be like, because there are certain things that happen with people that are 10 years younger than us. People are like, oof, I would
Yeah.
never do that in college. And it's just
Yeah.
like, really?
Yeah.
Right. Even down to like social media, like I remember it being ingrained in me to not post pictures of myself drinking. Don't post pictures of X, Y, and Z.
Yeah.
And today's kids, it's just
Here I am, 8 shots.
Folks,
Let me get this.
Blowing the
Like, not
weed
me.
into the
Weed
camera. I'm like,
guns,
where
like-
are y'all working?
Okay, now wait a second. Now the weed and the guns. That's a little
the
like
guns, yeah.
what y'all be doing? I mean,
Whatever.
why? But
Right.
hey, I'm still there. I'm not with the times.
Yeah.
I'm not progressive mini.
yeah. Yeah. Okay. So let's get into our verses this week. We're talking about first impressions. What are some of your first impressions that I guess would be maybe something that you do or have done in the past, something that you've received? This is actually stemming from a video that went viral. This girl was talking to a guy for a couple of days. He mentioned within convo that he likes cigars. And so she went out of her way to bring him a
One of her daddy's cigars, yeah.
Yes, for their first date. So what do you guys think about that?
I couldn't understand why people were so pressed about it when I first saw it, because I was like, oh, okay.
I was like, this is the video? I was like, this can't be the video. And then I saw the video.
the reaction to it, like
The
whoever
woman,
the other girl was.
yeah. I was like, okay, so that's why we here.
Okay, so when I only saw the first video and I saw the same girl, like the girl that went on a date, I saw the aftermath. I did not watch the initial reactions. I don't know what happened or what was said.
She was just saying that she hoped the relationship didn't work out. I think
Wait, somebody made a video.
Somebody made a video reacting
Right,
to
so
that
that's what
video,
caused
and
the
that's what caused the
uproar,
stir.
'cause
Where people
people
are like, you
were-
can't even buy a cigar no more.
Oh, see, I didn't see
right.
that video. Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
just I think, and I'm just really trying to recall. I think she was just saying how it was just narcissistic behavior and how, she shouldn't have done that. And then her last comment was, "I hope y'all don't work out." But it was just petty, like to really go out of her way to make that video. Because, I mean, why are you trying to steal this person's joy? Obviously, she really liked this dude, wanted to make a great impression. And to be honest, her dad smoked cigars. It was probably I'm at my dad's house. Hey, I'm going on a date. Do you have a cigar?
That's
People
what
are
she
just
said.
blowing it up like she really did some fucking research and found this nigga's favorite cigar cognac combination.
And she was like,
ordered
her
it from
mom-
Cuba.
Right. Like, and she
Yeah.
said her mom had like Twine or something like that. And in
Yeah.
my head, I was
Cute.
like, I got Twine at the house too.
Yeah.
So,
And she
whatever.
wrapped it in a brown paper bag. Like it was
Yeah.
a simple gesture, but meaningful. Right.
Meaningful for the guy as well. I don't know if he's following her because sometimes, I mean, if you're just meeting someone, you probably don't follow them. So
Yeah.
I wonder if he noticed it was her before it blew up or saw it. I was wondering about that because it's kind of weird.
Yeah, it was very interesting to me. I mean, I don't have a problem with that at all. Like, I even had to question myself because I was like, I am a thoughtful person to a certain extent, but I would have never thought to like do something like that. And so I was like, I could probably step my game up a little bit.
You know what's funny? Until I saw all of the reactions, when I first saw that video, I was like, that's a good idea.
Yeah.
Like I didn't even think anything negative about it. I was like, dang, man.
Yeah.
So here is probably the issue with me. And I'm growing. But when I think about a first date, like, what do you got?
What you doing
What
for
are you-
me?
But you know what? I was also thinking like maybe gifts is her love language. And that just is something that she, would normally do.
Maybe
but I
so.
feel you.
My first impression is like, how is this going to come off? How are we going to, I guess,
What
mesh?
did you do for me?
Not necessarily do for me, but like
Where's my
what are you
gift?
gonna show me as far as
Yes.
like who you are?
Not
Like,
literally like, what are you going
Yes.
to give me? I'm saying like, what are you bringing with the day? Are you going to have,
jokes on jokes?
yeah.
Are we gonna like?
I know,
like,
Yeah.
I'm not thinking
that
about
build up to the first date is just like, please be normal. Please
Right.
let it be some
Yeah.
normal conversation.
Yeah.
Let's have stuff to talk about. Yes, I'll be on my best behavior, pulling out chairs, opening doors. I'll pay the bill. Just don't be fucking weird.
Here's
Yeah.
the thing: you open my
Right.
door on the first date, don't stop.
Wait, what'd you say?
You open my door on the first date, don't stop.
Oh yeah. And if you don't open my door on the first date, that's the last date. That's it.
We want a boot. Skip all that. Skip all of that. But
Yeah.
so what is the question?
Your
First
first
impressions,
impressions,
yeah.
like what are some things? So I think it's almost two part. Like, what is something that you can remember? A first impression, it could be good or bad.
Mhm.
But then, like, what's something that you think was lasting that you've done?
I have one at the top of my head of what someone did for me.
Okay.
We had been talking for a decent amount of time. So I'd say a week plus consistently. And so he knew that I loved music. And so our first time like hanging out, I wasn't really sure like if this was going to be a romantic thing or not, but I was having a party and I invited him to come to the party and he brought a mixtape.
Wow.
Well, not literally. He had a USB that had access to a playlist. This is before
that was when
Spotify
playlists and
stuff,
shit
yeah.
was something to cherish.
Yes.
You know, it's
Or to
really
value,
good.
It was
right?
a really good playlist.
You know,
So,
when you
yeah.
first started, I thought we were about to talk about Gentleman Jack for some reason.
That was another. Actually, this is the same party. This is
Talk
the same
about
party.
Moesha episode.
Yeah.
Anyway.
That's another story for another time. But yes, that was good. So yeah, the guy he like made like he was good with like graphics. So like he made this like graphic of me and like he had went on my Instagram and found like an old school picture and put like it was super
Okay.
cute, very thoughtful. And so I was just like, oh my gosh, like, very creative and I like that kind of stuff. So
Okay. So I think one of the things that first comes to mind, so I guess this was someone that I knew a while ago, but we had never dated. I think we met like one time. It's one of those things where you meet somebody one time. If we talk about stories, right, that we would like. We met one time in college and then maybe reconnected a few years later. And it was like, oh, wow. Okay, well, let's try to go on the first date or whatever. And it happened to be around my birthday. And this guy like had a couple things planned, but I can't remember if he picked me up or I'm assuming he must have picked me up because I guess I knew him. So I was like, okay. So we meet up and he like is standing outside the car and has like roses and a birthday card and it had money in it. And I was like, okay. And then like we had reservations at like Capital Girl. And I was like, wait a second. Now this is a lot. Like one, you remembered my birthday. Like,
but she also cutting the check on dinner.
Cut the check on dinner and I had a gift. And I was like, wow. He's like, yeah, I'm long. Like this is your thing. And I was just like, okay. So that was really like, it was thoughtful because if anyone knows me, I am really big on my birthdays, but when obviously I'm still talking to someone, I'm just not like, well, it's my birthday, so you better da-da-da. Like I'm not like that. You're not invited to, what I'm doing. But I like to enjoy my birthday with my closest friends. Like I'm not about to, invite somebody that I'm bringing up. So I'm not going to be like harping on my birthday, like talking to this guy that we're still meeting, getting to know each other. So it wasn't like big on him. And so for him to like kind of show out like that and me knowing like how I feel about my birthday, I was like, this is good.
Yeah, I like that. Shout out to the brothers out there.
Shout out to the brothers.
Yes, that was a good one.
Okay.
So first impressions, I think one time I went, I called myself going all out to, was dating this girl in college and, I was like, okay, I really want this one to work, da-da-da-da-da-da. So, I picked her up. I gave her some roses and flowers or whatever,
Or whatever.
We went to the museum. I mean, we went on date, went to the museum, went ice skating. It was a cute date, like everything. Gave her this is, like I said, this is when playlists were the thing, right? Mm-hmm. Gave her a mixed CD, with like all of my joints. Like I'm giving you some fire. You feel me?
Was
but
not Soul Child on it.
I don't remember, man. I really
what was
don't
that song Solomon like? Was it Dear John or something?
That's not the song to put on that playlist.
No. But in addition to the playlist, like I had written out things pertaining to why I picked those songs for her and shit. And like it was like a letter, like a bruh. I was just like, I really like this girl,
I like that.
Then, It was one of those good dates.
Yeah.
You're being a gentleman, you're doing all the little things. Like you said, opening the door, you're opening the car door, you're pulling out the chair, you're getting the check, you're, walking her to her car, making sure she's getting, conversation was on point. Like we had a good time. Like,
and she texted you back after, or y'all
we had a good ass time, but
that's cute.
It didn't work. And I was just like, damn, she got some good music.
Not about me.
She done got some good fire music. She probably shared with somebody. But
you heard this?
Man.
You know what? That is the worst. When somebody puts you on something and then you put them on it and they bring it up like, dang, how you...
That's why that first day I can't take you to the spots. I can't, because it might not work out. I don't need you going to... I don't need to be meeting up with you at my spot or whatever.
So the first spot is a place where anybody can go. Anybody know about me.
Everybody
we
is
go to Papa
going.
Do's.
Oh, wow.
Every time, right?
Papa Do's is
That's the first date.
It's a solid choice. You can't go wrong with it.
You can.
It's not.
Let's talk about it.
Wait, you can go wrong with Papa Do's?
Maybe let's not
it's not
talk
doing
about it.
too.
All right.
But still, it's too standard.
Hey.
Well, look, I'm here for all that. I forgot to add, the guy who made me the music, he also made a song. Like he made like a...
Okay, hold on.
Yeah.
Like he
did like a freestyle. He
beat.
like spoke over it. He was like, because it was my birthday. So he was like, happy birthday, da 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 da. And then he did like a really quick like freestyle. And it was good. Like on a beat that was like... I'd have to find it. But
Yeah,
it
that's
was
something
sweet.
you
He had a
just
good
drag on over to
voice.
the next computer. You got to keep that. somewhere.
I'm
You
sure
have to
I
keep
could
that.
find it. This was like 20. Had to
I
be
mean,
like 2015
Until your man tells you to delete it.
if they find it. Oh.
You're not gonna
Ooh-wee.
No. I think this is actually a good topic. I think some things are okay to keep that
and hold on. Yes,
something like
yes,
that.
yes,
Come on.
yes.
It's not like a picture of us kissing or
Yeah.
this is like an actual like, I don't know,
Like something
lingerie
that
or
took
something.
real
right?
effort and time.
Yes. We were
And it's creative. Yeah, you got to hold on to stuff like that.
We had
friends?
Unless that
we decided to go a
motherfucker-
friend route. We
unless-
never were romantic, but at the time we didn't know if it was like romantic or not.
Okay,
It was just a
so
nice
so
gesture.
then that's different for me. I do feel like, okay, nothing really came of it. But if it is something that like came from like a relationship and it was something that was heartfelt, like a personal, like whatever is said on the personal message, like it's like, this is really personal.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
why you holding on
But I
to...
feel you wanting to hold on to something like that.
Yeah.
But my
I
thing
don't know
is,
I
if
would
that
trip on
nigga's
it,
still in the
but-
picture being disrespectful to our relationship, you might need to let that go.
Oh yeah, and
Okay,
even if he,
okay.
let's take it a step further. And in the music, he's like, yeah, like that last time we were together, and like that's different, right? But this is literally just like, you know, very platonic.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like you could take it either way, but it was not like disrespectful or anything like that. So
Okay.
like, you know, at the moment of trying to figure out if you like them or not, like maybe you'll say something cute or be like, you know, you're pretty or, you know, something like that, but not like I want to see you naked or something aggressive.
Hopefully
like
not.
that. I mean, you know, I can't think of nothing at the top, but yes.
But yes. Yeah. So
So
that would
what-
be my thing. That would be my level, like threshold. Like, okay, hold on, let's hear it.
So
like, what we
what-
holding on to?
What word did he rhyme with, Kiara?
What? It's been like
What? It was a
6, 7 years.
freestyle. It was
Maybe
a
Kiara's
freestyle.
at the
I'm
front,
guessing
though.
Kiara. Okay.
Where he has to,
Maybe.
you know, carry it's your birthday.
Maybe.
So
Yeah,
next-
yeah.
Yeah,
Now he
yeah.
can play all
Okay.
day.
I don't remember
Maybe.
verbatim. I just
Maybe.
remember hearing it because it was all just such a surprise, and it was like the first track, if I'm not mistaken. So I'm like playing, like listening to it, and he's like freestyling or like talking. I'm like, oh wow! And then like the rest of the tracks were just really good. I think it may have just been like 12 or so songs on there, but. Anyways,
Yeah.
we've had some good first impressions. No one has ever like done a gesture for you.
I was gonna say I feel bad about that because you and I both have something that was done to us.
Yeah, and he did one that he did for someone.
Yeah.
I can't think off the top of the head.
We gotta step it up, ladies.
I know.
We gotta step it up.
Look,
No,
y'all
I
don't
just
come
can't.
for
I
that
just
girl.
can't think. I just can't think.
So you have had something, you just can't think of anything at the top of your head.
Yeah. I
'Cause
just.
I ain't gonna lie to you,
Okay.
I'm struggling trying to figure out what I done
I
did.
can't think of anything. And just like you said, I do think that I'm a pretty thoughtful person. Like I can think of things that I've done like after knowing someone and like knowing what they like and getting to know them and like sending them certain things. But like before, like first impression, like, you know, we would have had like maybe a couple conversations. Maybe did I say like, oh, he wants this drink?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
did I show that I was listening? Like maybe, but I don't know if I've ever given anything.
I feel like I maybe have. I would just have to really think about it, y'all. I've been going on dates for about 12 years now. So, you know, they starting
Yeah.
all kind of blended.
They really do. They really
Yeah.
do.
Yeah.
I mean, I can remember the bad ones, but like
Maybe that could be next week. Scratch.
No. We want to keep it positive. We want to keep the energy being positive and flowing, okay?
Okay.
We want to attract the positivity. We don't want to do the negative energy. All
I mean,
right?
and I will say, I think bad days, it's inevitable, right? All your days
Yes,
can't
yes.
be positive and
Look, I was
whatnot,
going on
so,
the funny side. I wasn't going on the
like literal,
hard
like,
break
yeah.
or whatever.
No, but like I was telling Kiera, like when you go on those really good, great dates, like it really makes you feel hopeful, you know? And then contrasting that with like the shitty dates, this is like, why the fuck are we doing this? You know, why are we back here in this stage one? It's dreadful. So,
Yeah.
you know, yeah. I always appreciate a good first date.
I love
Me
a good
too.
first date, y'all. Like,
Yeah.
Me too.
Where you don't kind of want it to end, but it's like, all right, we kind
We
of got to
need
get
to-
back to
yeah.
our thing, you
Really
know?
late. I'm never out this late.
The kind where
Yeah.
the phone conversation picks up a little afterwards, you know?
yeah.
Because there's some dates it's just like, all right, the text is going to
Yes.
reel it in a little bit.
Yeah.
Not reel it in, but we actually.
Just stop. Oh,
You seem like a really nice guy.
I got to work on that then.
I don't know if I say
You just
anything.
ghost
I
people?
kind of just.
The text will become less frequent.
Hey, I made it home.
Because after a while, it's just like, all right,
That's all I got, man.
See, y'all
After a while,
need
it's
to
just like
communicate
more and
this
more.
stuff.
But you're right, and I've learned
You
that about
are.
myself. My
something I feel like
therapist
is mutual
told me I
when I
need to
do
get
it.
better with
Definitely.
that.
Sometimes it can be mutual. But for me, I like to make.
But no.
I think when it's not mutual, you do have to communicate it. But at the same time, if it is mutual.
No, but
Yeah,
I
understand.
have not had that courtesy extended to me a lot of times. So that's why I don't feel bad about it. But if she were to press me like, oh, I'm like, yeah, this.
See,
She got to
But
press you.
Well, no.
that.
Because I've been on that opposite end where it's like the person goes ghost on you, I've been on that end, and it's like you are kind of resentful, feeling like they owe you something, and then you get to the point where it's like they don't owe me shit,
Yeah.
and it's just like, fuck it,
And then now you
Not
feel like
saying
I don't owe her shit.
hey, it's your turn.
Well, here's the
okay?
thing, too.
Sorry, I got to be the nigga to give it to you, but it's just your turn.
I know what it feels like to be pursued.
Yeah.
So for me, like if I got to a point where I sent you a message and within that day I don't hear back, maybe I send you something else and I don't hear back, that's all I need. Like I ain't no call in or nothing, regardless of how good the date went. Like at this point, like I feel like if the feelings are mutual or if you are interested in me like you say that you are, I shouldn't have to question.
Yeah, like you're
That's
not
the
going to
case.
be confused, I feel like.
Yeah.
In the beginning, like, oh, I don't know how that went. It's like, well, you know how it went. Like,
Right.
After
Yeah.
a few days, you know how it went.
Definitely. Okay, well, if you got were you
Like,
about
you
to-
had some final thoughts a little early?
Nah, I'm gonna hold it. I'm gonna hold my peace.
I don't want to know.
I'm gonna hold my peace.
Okay, I want to know too. I guess tell
No,
us.
You talking about
no.
after?
No, we just don't have to talk about it at all.
Please.
Come on.
You have the
Where
mic.
we at?
Come on, let's talk about it.
I said it gets tricky when you have, the field and you don't know which way to go with the field.
What do you mean?
Where you have to make a decision, right?
On multiple people.
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
And it's like you really truly just don't want to let that other
That was
person
me.
go. But it's like, so I'm
Yes.
bad at letting people down that I kind of really don't want to let down.
So
Yeah.
under any other circumstances, right? When
Yeah.
You're almost forced to kind of make a decision.
It's just like, all right, now I'm at the crossroads where, a significant holiday is coming up, so I can't really play y'all
not
to
the
the
holiday
left.
being the determining factor.
Well, no.
More time to
It's
talk
not
about
the
what y'all about to do
it's
for
not
Valentine's
necessarily
Day.
about the holiday, but you're at a crux, right? You're at this point where it's like you're gonna have to make a choice between the options, right? And you're not ready to make that choice. That's when I have a hard time with.
So do you feel pressure during holidays? So
Because you bring up holidays.
I ain't gonna lie. Valentine's Day be scaring the shit out of me, man. Valentine's Day scares the shit out of me when I am like in that
Multiple
gray
women.
area. I don't want to say
I
it
feel
like
like
that.
gray area is easy.
Just
Well,
a
it's
gesture.
like some of them are too new, somebody's not too new. It's like you just got a lot of moving parts here, right?
Okay. A lot of
And
moving
you don't
parts.
want to. You gotta stand on one, and that means
Okay.
letting the other
trying to
go.
be-
But
And
you
all of
haven't
them are
reached
big
that-
Valentine's Day people. Because you got to also know your audience, right?
Gotta know your
Everyone
audience.
don't need the same or don't have the same demands for Valentine's
I mean, some
Day.
people, it's like, yeah, this is fresh. We don't really have to do this. Back when I used to wait tables, it's like, well, hey, I'm working that day. You have the day before, the
So
day
you
after.
had
I had a little
so
something.
you
You
had
get
it
the
a
day
little
before, the day
easier.
after. So you could kind of keep.
You working all day on Valentine's Day?
Oh, yeah. When I was waiting tables, that was a busy ass day.
So you're
You know it
literally
was.
working. You couldn't do breakfast.
Come
you can't
on now.
do drinks.
I'm
after
tired. There it is.
You
I'm
get the
a
day
little
before.
tired.
We could do the evening before, or we could do the evening afterwards.
You know what's all about.
Come on, man. Stop acting like y'all ain't never celebrated Valentine's Day the day before or day after. We're not gonna do that.
I don't
wait a
know if
second.
I have or haven't, but I'm not the Valentine's Day girl either. So I don't have high demands, but I know for some people it is a really big deal, and it can make or break a situation.
How they feel about you.
Right.
Which
Yeah,
is
I don't
why-
know if I'm not big on the holiday either. I got a debate with somebody about
Which is why the
Valentine's Day.
perfect time is right after, that March period.
To start dating
dating somebody?
Yes, because that summertime's about to come.
You put too much weight on
We're about to
Valentine's Day.
Well, no, it's not even just that. It's like you start dating someone after the summer, then you're getting close to like the Thanksgiving, the Christmas.
At that point,
you know what I'm saying?
If
it's like I start in March, I got time to,
You gonna let her go through her hot girl summer.
hey, well, if it's meant to be, it's meant to be, right?
Oh,
and
my
then we get ready for the holidays, and you can kind of determine which you're going to be spending those holidays with. But if I pick you up in,
So how long would it take? So it takes you 10 months. 8 to 10
it's
months.
just you don't
to figure
have that
which
pressure.
one is gonna go. Not
Who's
who
gonna
I'm
make
with.
You don't
It's
have
a game show.
you don't have the
Who's gonna make it to the end?
you don't have the pressure, is what I'm saying, to try to make a decision of are we spending the holidays together too soon? You know what I mean?
So Halloween is your last thing. We either gonna have fun on this night or we
Right.
about to stop talking tomorrow.
October is like, okay. It's in my
Are
mind.
we
It's
doing
like
matching costumes?
October.
or not?
October's like, all right, I gotta figure out how we're gonna, scheme this up to get through the New Year's.
Jeez Louise.
Okay, y'all. This just reminds me of November Rule.
That's
on
why cuffing
Netflix.
season is real. That is cuffing season.
This is actually scaring me a little bit because I'm like,
There's
I
so
hope
much thought
majority-
into it. And I'm just like,
I hope a lot of men don't think like this.
Ooh, so you just hope they do things haphazardly.
I'm not saying that. I'm just saying like it shouldn't.
I'm
The
just,
way it's
that was a joke.
Let it be. Like,
Let it be
don't try to map me out or
Right.
like leave me alone the second week of February just so I don't
We can
have any
avoid-
expectations.
yeah.
You're right. I'm
Just
trying to
don't
do
think about
a better job
Okay.
with my communication and being present and not resulting to my avoidant behavior.
Okay, and we can
Working
probably
it out
talk
in
about
therapy.
this
We're working it out.
with that Tasha K
I like
girl.
that.
Yes. So I'll keep y'all in. I'll keep y'all updated what happens.
All right, y'all.
Thank you all so much for listening. If you like what you heard, make sure you rate, comment, and subscribe. Follow us on social media at He Said, We Said. You guys have any final words?
Go Niners.
You know
Okay.
what? Go Niners.
Okay.
They
Chiefs,
better win
Bengal. Either or can go. I like them both.
Bengals or Bengals?
Bengals.
Who was that?
Him.
Oh, that was you that said that at the time?
Did I say it like Bengals?
Yes, you said
okay.
Bengals
Y'all,
that time.
We gotta go. Bye.
Bye.